Back, ladies and gentlemen, to the KDR Tournament Series, the main qualifiers, and we are going to be getting into our round 3 broadcast this time, Mr. Vim. And who's
Mhm.
playing for this match?
It's going to be Ramp Rage versus
Ooh.
AG Nefarious, another
Ooh.
familiar face in the local Philippine Valorant scene. And I think this is going to be a very spicy matchup. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see.
I really like those names. RampRAGE, that's a pretty punny name. And AG Nefarious, we've seen them all throughout this week making some waves. So can't really go wrong with a matchup like this. But before we get into it, we gotta give our props, of course, to our sponsors. Level up your gaming experience. At home with Globe at Home's Only Plan 28.99 with speeds up to 100 Mbps. With Globe at Home, you can recreate the world right at home. Visit shop.globe.com.ph or the Globe store near you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to Globe at Home for the sponsoring of this tournament.
Of course, we also have to thank Legion Philippines and Intel. Stylish outside, savage inside. Join the Legion Philippines community on Facebook to get the latest product updates and tips on how to maximize your Legion device. And don't forget to follow the official Legion Philippines pages on Facebook and Instagram at Lenovo Legion PH.
And we are powered here by XSplit. XSplit Broadcaster is a simple, powerful, and flexible live streaming software. Download and try out the free version today. And I've checked out XSplit. These guys have been amazing for the broadcast. As we said, powered by XSplit right now. We're making full use of that with the amazing graphics that we have seen so far from our prod team. So pretty solid stuff. And you know what else is solid, Mr. Vim? Our sponsors are giving away a few things for our audience as well.
Yes, we have 1,500 worth of Gcash to be given away. We also have a Lenovo gaming keyboard and, of course, XSplit premium licenses up for grabs. So just check out the pinned comment, just like and share the stream with the appropriate hashtags. Again, you can check out the pinned comment for the procedures.
Yeah, I think they're down below over there because we have the ticker right. So there's 5 of them. There's, let me check it out. There's Step Up Your Game, KDR Series. We got XSplit, we got Legion X Intel, and we got hashtag Globe as well. So you just gotta drop those down, and you are pretty much good to go to see that one coming. But you know what I can see coming right now is gonna be a pretty interesting game. Got RampRAGE here versus AG Nefarious. And the AG Nefarious story has been pretty spicy because they almost actually beat Brent this week.
Yeah, they've been sort of been on the grind, on the tournament grind as of late. They've been making waves in the local scene. And again, as you mentioned, almost beating the king of the hill, Bren Esports. So I gotta say, my favorite winner for this matchup would be AG Nefarious.
Ooh, AG Nefarious, this is a team looking to really get back to the grand finals in the bracket, try to get that revenge, but they still need to get through RampRAGE. But I gotta say, this is a pretty nice name, okay? RampRAGE,
I like it.
Rampage, but they're raging. And they have really shown on up, being the likes of Brocode Esports as well as Rexstream there to try and make it to round number 3. But our field is just getting tighter and tighter here, Mr. Vim, in the KDR Tournament Series, the main qualifiers. This is only our first weekend, though, and we will be broadcasting today till the quarterfinals. So after this, we still have one more round, and we are going to be checking out what's going on into this game. We already get our bans, though. It's RampRAGE banning out Bind. We got AG Nefarious banning out Ascent, and we are going to be ending up in Haven in a matchup like this.
All right, it's going to be Haven for the second game in a row. Now, we are going for RampRAGE picks in just a few seconds. I believe it'll be flashing on screen for RampRAGE. We got Lost Boy Arj on the Phoenix. And of course, we have YT on Killjoy. Interesting.
We got Aji picking up that Reina as well. Sasori and Nushi looking to figure out what they're playing. Got the Cypher over there, and
Double
pretty interesting.
Sentinel.
Double Sentinel with that Killjoy, but Nushi will wrap it up with the Omen for the smoke. So double Duelist, double Sentinel, gearing up for a proper defense here. AG Nefarious. In the meantime, we have seen them run a pretty standard composition on a map like this. And we've got the Omen for our Nexi, Jacksimov on the Breach, Realist on the Cypher. Kebs will be running that Sova, and Version, of course, is on the Jet. So we've seen this comp before. We've seen Nexi right now looking to try and be that utility with the control instead, try to go for the smokes. And AG Nefarious, hey, this is all about them getting the kills between Nexi's Version, but Kevs has been such an amazing addition so far to their roster, and he has become a triple duelist kind of setup if need be.
Right. In my humble opinion, Daks, I really do believe that running a double Sentinel lineup, like such as Killjoy and Cypher on the same team comp, is a bit of an overkill, sort of redundant on defense, especially on attack. It's you know, I think it's gonna be a bit of a challenge attacking with that sort of team composition, but I could be proven wrong. We'll see.
We've seen a lot of different things happen on the attack in this map, bar none. And here in the local PH scene, it's been absolutely interesting to say the least. But here we go again. We got AG Nefarious looking to play the defense as of the moment. In the meantime, it is going to be a RampRAGE on the attacking side. And something else to take note is we got to check out all of those spellings right there. But right now, Kevs, he's going to be spelling Doom and Destruction to the Omen because that's Nucci going down. Kevs again going to be able to get 2. He's holding on to A-Long, and he's going to be loving this one for a long time, as that's going to be RampRAGE losing immediately 3. What the defense so far from the side of AG Nefarious.
AG Nefarious is absolutely dominating so far early on in the match, getting a 3K before going down.
Yeah, and this time we will see AG Nefarious as of the moment still hold. RampRAGE in the meantime going for the rotate. And I like this from AG Nefarious, playing a more passive playstyle, looking to make sure they can react rather than do something else.
I mean, they do have the man advantage, and especially if you're on defense, you just gotta play out the man advantage. Don't make any sort of overextensions and make those very, you know, common mistakes.
Yeah, this time though, it's time to be
30 seconds
as
left.
proper on the defense instead. 3v2 scenario, even though version is quite low, it's going to be the same case for Killjoy. Agi though, in the meantime, on this Reyna, and at the very least, it's time to go for the push. It's time to see what this one is going to be all about. Let's see if they can actually take on to B, because no one is there. Spike should be planted.
Yep. It's not
10
time for
seconds
commitment
left.
because
Spike planted.
they only had a few seconds left.
It's Nefarious looking for an opportunity here. Draximum is the one looking for a lineup, and he is just 2 seconds away from that vault line. But Version already with a backstab gets the tap on. And that is just AG Nefarious with a really, really good start. But gotta say, Kevs with that hold on A-Long, that was just a last stand waiting to happen. And AG Nefarious with a 1-0 lead.
I gotta say, going for a B execute on a pistol round at a 2v3 situation would be really, really hard. I think they would have signed that off.
Shot down.
But just Kev, someone ghost. Insane.
One clip to rule them all, 1 clip to bind them, and that's 3 in a row there for our boy Kevs. And interesting enough, though, we look at the side of RampRAGE. We have a Lost Boy, and we have the real Lost Boy. So who is the real Lost Boy here? That's going to be the question over there. It seems like they're just trying to have some fun together, but AG Nefarious is all business as of the moment. They are hungry to make it to the grand finals, and they are not going to be stopping whatsoever for anyone in their tracks. They're looking for a date with Destiny again. They're looking for some vengeance, but right now they still need to prove themselves throughout the ladder here in the KDR series. And Realist holding on with the Spectre in tow. At least this is going to be a B take, perhaps here for RampRAGE so far.
And we don't typically see a Cypher hold mid-B side like that. I like this sort of variation that we're seeing. And it's been pretty effective so far.
Oh, AG Nefarious though. Draximov gonna be able to get 2 there in a bad spot though. And Agi comes close. There we go with the Spectre in hand. Time for the Devardo to get the overheal. But Realist with backstab. And Agi has to go for the animation cancel just to try and hold on. But Realist with the peek, with the strafe. 3 in a row for our Cypher. And AG Nefarious doing it yet again. But that was actually pretty costly there for the defense.
Very costly indeed. I mean, Draximon was just swarmed right there. But it is very concerning if you don't get straight frags that fast.
Look at that, Draximov with the Spectre in, and you go Agi going for that hold, trying to stay strong, trying to keep it up, but look at that shot out of nowhere. The Cypher tapping like a god and making it happen. But here we go again. Now it's time for the rifles here for the attacking side. We'll see if RampRAGE can actually figure something out in here now, as Kevs is holding on to A-Long again, and we've seen that quick little conclusion happen before. Will we see it again?
Something very rare. Phoenix is pushing onto mid with the spike. This could be a very tough situation if he gets caught mid-rotation.
Oh, dangerous to have Lost Boy here. He might get lost in the woods, and he might get lost on the site that he shouldn't be in. So we'll see if that Phoenix is going to be playing a lot more careful instead. And I feel like that's counterproductive, right, as a duelist. You don't want to be anchored by the spike. You want to make sure that you can go anywhere across the map and just try to get those kills here and there. But Nexi, oh,
Oh.
Nexi,
What?
just letting him pass, waiting for
Trigger
someone.
discipline.
Now turns around and Lost Boy, since he had a slower rotation, at least he gets a refrag on. So in the end, it works out for RampRAGE, 4v4 right now, thinning out the ranks on the defense there.
Yeah, good refrag right there. But I really think that in this team comp, you really want Killjoy to be the spike bearer, because you want Killjoy to know where to place those traps, right? So it just makes a lot of sense for Phoenix to be free
30 seconds
as an
left.
entry fragger, of course.
Yeah, time to play for time to try and look to be as disciplined as possible, though, here for Agent Nefarious. And there we go, the flash meeting the flash, both of them blinded, but Lost Boy will just be able to find his way home, find his way to Seaside. But Version now with a tap, gets that takedown there. And here we go with Agi, swinging all the way to the left side, but Realist will get the refrag on. 2v2 right now, Spike is planted, and Kev's trying to push with the Cypher. It's all about the intel right now for Agent Nefarious, and Realist gets the intelligence and gets that takedown on to the Killjoy there.
It's all up to Nucci right now. It's taken out by Kevs.
Man.
I mean, I like that they're putting up a fight, though. I mean,
AJ Nefarious is not
yeah.
walking over them, that's for sure. Like,
Yeah.
they are losing members. It is becoming costly, but the end result, the end score still matters there. And 3-0 is a lot of momentum right now for AJ Nefarious.
very favored match so far, but again, very, very early on in the first half, and absolutely anything can happen. Now for the start of Rage, we have Empress online with Hunter's Fury and Neural Theft online for AGN.
Yeah, AGN gonna be at least playing that intel game even more so. You thought a while ago they knew where you are, Vim.
Yeah.
Now they are just watching you sleep. Don't
Right
quote me
here.
on that.
Right here.
But here's the thing,
Right here.
Rage has that option to play with a Killjoy ult, right? And they can, I mean, if you can't win with a Killjoy ult online, then that spells like a lot of trouble for you too.
We'll see if they can go for the lockdown take in just a bit. They don't have it as of yet, though, but they can very, very soon. Empress is available, as you said. We have seen the raid boss happen in multiple games so far with that ultimate, but Lost Boy going to be going for the entry. He decides to go forward into the garage, taps down the tripwire there, but look, 18 Nefarious already taking control of the A-Link by the A lobby itself, and as of the moment, Nexi is waiting to just try and close out more of the space that RampRAGE is trying to take.
Man, I've died to that off angle so many times. That is a really annoying angle to hold.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets a pick or two here.
Yeah, he can line it up, though, and he can get the shot. He goes for the Killjoy first, and RPG going to be going on down 2 in a row. Lost Boy, though, with the refrag. And something to note, though, that's still a bit costly here for Agent Nefarious, because what did they give up? It's a gun, but Realist giving a quick little dash of reality again. Nucci will fall there. Here we go with the pincer. Here we go with the push, and this is going to be the Jet of Version trying to come close. He even blinds that turret real quick with the Cloudburst, but Agi stays strong, and now it's 3v2.
30
Version
seconds left.
trying to find that pixel peak right here.
Doesn't see anyone, though, by the window itself. And Angie, in the meantime, in the middle of everything else, he still has this Cypher beside him. And hey, that's the Stinger down below. But nope, they're not going to be picking that up whatsoever. RampRAGE trying to get the push on. They should be able to go over to B side.
10
Do they have
seconds
the spike?
left.
Yes, they do. But Kev's right now looking for the lineup. There we have the fault line already. And this is just utility usage here from the side of AG Nefarious. No more time for RampRAGE to try and get that spike down. But it doesn't matter to the defense because they wrap it up. And 4-0 is our score.
Again, they keep finding themselves over at mid B in that 2v3 situation. I really think B is the hardest to execute at a man of this finish, right?
That's true. Like, they're putting themselves in awkward spots, and when you see the AoE between the Breach as well as the Sova, then you already know the problem, because what do you have to deal with? Earthquakes, lightning storms.
It's like the forces of nature.
The forces of nature. The Avatar is coming, you know? That's really just it. And maybe the Masterfall element's going to be helpful there for them. They do have a Firebender in them with the Phoenix, and they are going to be popping that one up. But Lost Boy looking for a second life to go for it Impact here. But unfortunately, he's already impacted. He will be going on down, but at the very least, we see RampRAGE get the kill as Nexi takes down one in response. Here comes the lockdown, though. This is going to be RampRAGE trying to set up on A side. They're buying a lot of time. Realist, though, with a push, and he shuts down the Killjoy, shuts down the ultimate, and AG Nefarious taking control with intel as well.
Very well played from Realist. Such an MVP play. Going for the push onto that Killjoy ult, instead of just running away as a lot of people would. You know, you have 12 seconds or so. to try and make something happen, deny that ultimate from popping off.
It's just, hey, time to stop. And you know what else is going to be pretty important here for RampRAGE right now is to see what this Empress can do. But the I say, AG Nefarious playing as fast as Intel, and the process is right there. Can't really go wrong with that. Agi, though, in the meantime, in the middle of the map yet again. And we see that RampRAGE ends up here in the middle spot. Even though they're going to go for the C plant, it's still a bit awkward in a way for Dan to try and find a kill there.
I mean, in
30
some ways,
seconds
it's
left.
still like much better than their previous couple of attempts, but I think they should play close at this point.
Player remaining.
Draximov, though,
Spike
is
planted.
going to be playing close enough, and Agi goes down. It's all up to Lost Boy as of the moment. Blaze is there to try and get the flame on, try to get that heals, but it's another flash that connects, and you just gotta put your sunglasses on sometimes. RampRAGE right now gonna have this one last member. Can Lost Boy actually hold? He gets spotted by the recon ball, but he lines up to get rid of Draximov. There we go, though, with the spike, getting stuck, and this is just gonna be trying to get closer and closer, but Kevs is there to be the bodyguard, and AG Nefarious again making it happen. 5-0 now, Vim.
I mean, that was so unfortunate. It seems as if he wasn't aware of where the spike was pinged. Just missing it by quite a lot. But Version had that presence in mind to sort of defuse from the maximum distance away from the spike. And a lot of times, a very common mistake is that he would defuse right on the spike itself.
It's true.
So, very
It's so
present in
obvious,
mind.
right?
Yeah.
It's literally, hey, the objective is here.
Let's go.
Please shoot me here. And
Right.
that's just some bit of game knowledge that AG Nefarious is able to whip out. Maximum distance, maximum success. And right now, maximum pressure as Lost Boy going to be going on down, but Agi with a good little refrag. And they can actually take this operator, but Realist is spamming as much as possible. Killjoy, though, now has that op in hand. And maybe, just maybe, this can make a turn-tie table here for RampRAGE.
It's like Nucci will be here over at Pocket. I mean, this cubby is a very common Free Fire angle that gets checked very, very often.
Just have to wait it out, though.
This is
Try
so
and see.
risky. YT has an operator.
Yes,
If that
sir.
operator
Goes back to
goes
AG
back to
Nefarious.
AGN, it's oh man.
It's like a package looking to be sent back
Exactly.
to the first one there. But look at this. Realist with the flank again. Cashes out actually, but he doesn't actually secure the kill onto the Cypher. He has to back on away. 30 HP and a dream. Lost Boy, though, going to be looking for a bit more. Kevs will go down. Realist, though, catching out Nucci. And RPG with a
I
quick
know
operator shot.
exactly
Can he get the second one? Oh my god, the crouch from Realist. He is just like Neo. He just dodges. Oh my god, he just
Oh,
dodges
boy.
that bullet as much as possible. And AG Nefarious winning out in style, 6-0 right now, but you can really see that AG Nefarious do lose people every single round.
I mean, it's not a stomp. It's a bit of a struggle, but a very consistent uphill battle at that. And you got to commend AGN for putting up such a very good effort. You know, you got Version, you got Realist, going for those big flanks, man.
I'm just pretty impressed though that AGN is still able to get the angles, able to go for the rotates, and they're really taking control as much as possible on the flank from grass. And RampRAGE, they might actually do more success if someone watches their back even more so. But I gotta get impressed by the Killjoy flicks, you know. That operator shot was
Yeah, that was a
crispy
good
clean.
shot.
But no, next team is going to show us the next level play. He already gets to RampRAGE though. In the meantime, gonna be trying to still get a bit more. And RBG is gonna be pushing with that gun in hand. Here comes Real Lost Boy right now. Version though shuts down that turret. Speaking, he wants to shut down that Killjoy, doesn't get it. Kevzo and Agi trading blows, and Spike should be planted here on A.
One
Speaking of
player
flicks.
remaining. Spike planted.
Will we get to see one from Version right here? Oh!
Beautiful punish. RVG gets that kill. Now looking to get closer to the operator, but it feels like it's fool's gold there, Mr. Vim. It's too much of a temptation. And in the end, AGN doing it again. Oh, they're going to get the op first.
Yeah.
Well, look to find. Maybe they want a different skin for the guns.
Maybe that's a thing, but I really feel like Rage as a team, they do have the fundamentals down. They have really good aim, they have the movement down, but maybe it's just AGN being such a consistent team that have been playing together for such an extended period of time. And their strategies and protocols just being way more coordinated than perhaps a newer team like Rage.
You know, RampRAGE, the thing about them is they have been doing an amazing job to go for sites, to go for takes, and to go
Right.
for trades. Unfortunately, they do lose one spot out. It's the flanks. It's the flanks, it's on the unexpected angles that allows AGN to get the advantage. But I gotta commend RampRAGE because they have been made it consistent that AGN only has like 2-3 members left every
Yeah.
single fight. So they are really hurting AGN where it counts on the the economy regardless. So one quick momentum shift should be enough for RampRAGE to try and take some rounds here.
I completely agree. But the thing is, when you have a team comp like Rage, you know, you have that Cypher and Killjoy with those myriad of gadgets and gizmos on the flank.
Aplenty.
Should be able to, prevent a flank like that.
But the question is, will the Woozits and the Wonders be galore here for the side of RampRAGE? As there we go now. It's time for the lockdown. And upward they walk, up they run on the side. It's Raximum saying, get back in the water, get back to the grass. As here we go with AGN waiting that lockdown out. One detained though. RampRAGE might be able to find the target here because that is just going to be a hiding breach on the inside. But Kevs doesn't care, as well as Nexi. But Nexi will go down, and right now they're holding on to A-Link, trying to get the spike down.
Oh, that's another close one. 2v2 yet again. But the Draximov with that Rolling Thunder, is he going to be able to clutch it to that?
1v1 right now. At the very least, our Cypher getting to a safe spot.
30
Spike
seconds
in
left.
his clutches still. There we go with the peak, but the real Lost Boy will do it
Finally
here.
on the board.
Finally, RampRAGE.
So I guess he really is a real Lost Boy.
He is the real one
right?
here.
He's
But
the real one.
I guess. So what does that make Lost Boy?
I guess he's not the real one.
Oh, that's sad.
He's the secondary Lost Boy.
The identity has been stolen.
He's the guy who clutched it out.
That's true.
Therefore,
He's
he's
the
the
real one.
primary.
He's the 100% right there. Authentic stuff from RampRAGE. But I gotta say, it was only a matter of time, right?
Yeah.
They were getting so many trades that in the end, eventually that coin flip will go your way. But sometimes it's just too much to put on a 50-50, on a 60-40. You gotta figure something out. And RampRAGE at least clutching it there. But Version already saying, enough of the clutch. Please go back, read Lost Boy to the spawn. But Lost Boy himself is his own
Damn.
operator. We are
Alright.
seeing snipers in this round.
But they are trying to switch it up a bit.
Cage triggered.
AGN, though, despite losing that previous round, they have built up quite a huge advantage so far. Very comfortable lead. They can afford to experiment and try to, even run away with it and more.
Jacksonville, though, deciding, hey, do you guys forget about Seaside? I think we forgot about Seaside. Let's go to Seaside. Might as well, right?
You might as well try it out.
Might as well go for
We're
it.
down 6 points.
Yeah, that's it. No, AJ is up by 6 points. I think they forgot.
I know,
about
I
it on the
mean-
defense. Yeah,
for
RampRAGE do
Rage,
need to
yeah.
figure it out. That's for sure, and they do need to come back. But as I said, right, this is their moment to try and go for the comeback. It's a moment for momentum, and Tremor is there. Doesn't really connect. Oh, go for the aftershock. Even gonna go for the flash. Gets the peak, but someone is still waiting, and RVG gets that takedown. RampRAGE right now setting up on C, but unfortunately, they can't get the spike down because the Phoenix goes back to where he belongs.
And look at this realist being such a sneaky
30
guy
seconds
yet
left.
again. Will he be able to go for this big flank right here?
Just gets the kill onto the Raider, but he does get the Killjoy instead. And Agi will be able to get the refrag on, but the damage has been done. Here comes the push. Here comes the Cloudburst. Nexi looking for the Paranoia. And does he get the blind in time? There we have the Swing though, and Lost Boy swapping the gun. Nexi though with the refrag, and inside the smoke, it is the Omen instilling fear in the hearts of children and RampRAGE alike.
Yeah, really good clutch from Nexi right there. And a good gun swap right there from the Phoenix as well from Rage. I mean, I would have tried to hit him with the operator, but I guess it was just really good presence of mind to switch with that Phantom. Increase your chances of getting that frag.
Proper swing at the right time, and you gotta say the angle taken really, really well. Nefarious though, trying to figure something out yet again. Neural Theft is in order here though for the Cypher, and maybe just maybe that intel game can help on out. But AGN with another clutch. RampRAGE making them work for it, but sometimes when you do have to work for it, all you get is a really mean sweat and some muscles along the way.
I mean, they have a very comfortable lead so far. Sure, it's not exactly a walk in the park, but whatever they're doing, it's working. And at the end of the day, what matters is you're racking up those points.
Yes, sir. Like, it's one of those games where the score isn't really the best indicator of what the storyline is. But right now, the score is showing its facts because Nexi does get to immediately. It's super controlled Eurothep right now, and Kevs is keeping an eye out. And even though they are going to get blinded, they know where that Omen is. Nexi will catch out Lost Boy, and this is just looking to be a manslaughter here. This is just looking to be a massacre onto A site, onto the entranceways to A point itself. And Nucci does catch out Realist because he doesn't secure the kill in time. But hey, Nexi is there. He gets 4, and that's that for the round.
I mean, this is probably the cleanest round so far for Agents. This is the first couple pistol rounds. And it just goes to show that they are adapting to their strategy. and making these rounds less costly. Rage, however, can't say the same for them. They have been making it a struggle for AGN, but still not being able to close out those rounds, still falling short of those clutches.
You know what I feel like here for AGN? It's a workout. It's really one of those hard regimens that you have to do at the gym. This is the hardest one. This is challenging one of the week. And even though you know you can do it, you still have to work for it. And right now with a 9-1 score, but with all the casualties that they have lost so far, it still is going to be AGN in control. And there you go. First kill already onto the Killjoy. And Real Lost Boy will get the refrag onto Realist 4v4 again into this one.
Yeah, at this point, it's very easy for a defensive team to get overconfident and overextend, and perhaps that's the reason why Realist was able to get picked off right there. But I do understand the reason for their confidence. It's because their aggression is being very effective thus far. Agi, though, taking down Kiz.
But RampRAGE, though, at least getting one more. Agi showing us how it's done with the Reyna, but version is still there. Lost Boy gonna get caught in the crossfire, and goodbye to the Phoenix. Now, RampRAGE, one thing they have done really well is those trade tracks, sure. But here on Haven, you have to do more than that. You do have to take advantage of it. And we haven't seen so far here because AGN is winning on even, getting the advantage, and that's not 3v1, but Agi is all the way at the entrance, all the way by the box, and hiding for some time.
There's not much you can do right here. All he had to do, Draxmo, all he had to do was just stall that time. And next he just takes out Agi, just icing on the cake. Didn't really have to do that already, because he was able to buy enough time to defuse.
Can't go wrong getting the kill, though. Yeah. And of course, sometimes you're not just only competing. It's not just you competing against your opponent, you're competing against your team. It's like, hi guys, I'm top frag now. Look at me, I am Nexi, I have 14. Me. But hey, Agi has been an amazing member here of RampRAGE. Look at that, 14 kills for him as well. Really mirroring
a standout player.
The efforts of AGN. And as you said, standouts player indeed. RampRAGE right now, though, do need to take his lead, do need to take basically what he's been doing in his standards so far, but losing Real Lost Boy like that is not the way to go, because version again with the first kill, and Nushi will get the refrag on.
Very aggressive angle to repeat right there. I would have been satisfied after getting that first pick, but Kev's taking down Nucci.
Omen going on down there, but it's 3v3. Yet again, RampRAGE getting the even marker, but they still need to do more. Empress has been popped. Run it back. Gonna get cancelled immediately out by Kevs. And right now, he even catches out RVG, but Agi is just popping off still. He gets one more. He's now all alone. 2v1 onto A side here, Vim, and he has to back away from the recon darts.
That's gonna be a 1v2. It's all Agi once again.
Agi actually figured it out, though. Quick little spot onto Draximov using the highlights. And speaking of the highlights, he'll be able to get added onto that one. 3 in a row here for Agi. RampRAGE again, finding the clutch from the Reyna here. But sides are swapped, and AGN right now looking to go for the attack and looking to make this as clean as possible.
I really feel like at that situation, a double peek would have been in order. Here, when you're not able to trade frag as fast, it's really where Reyna shines, you know, in that 1v2, 1v3, where you peek 1 by 1 and just snowballs one at a time.
Yeah, you're not using your numbers right. It becomes 1v1 and then 1v1
yeah,
part 2.
1v1.
It's like a sequel to a movie. It's like 1v1, 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 and Agi is the one who still stands there and makes it happen.
Very
so really
well
played.
Overthink
Now,
it.
Agi has been my pick of this game, not gonna lie. He has been absolutely amazing on that Reyna. 17 kills right now, and RampRAGE would not be in a spot like this without him. But hey, AG Nefarious deciding, let's just go in, let's go for the takedowns, and even though RVG is on that Killjoy, look at the setup on the C side. They just pass through the third, and they get the kill immediately onto the first Sentinel. And looking for the second one there, yes he does, onto Real Lost Boy, as Lost Boy himself gets the refrag on.
I just love seeing those Jet players just go ham, literally go insane onto side really, really fast before the defending team can react.
One player remaining.
You know what else is going to be a reaction there? Realist catching out Nucci, trying to go for the TP play. Lost Boy, though, in the meantime, 1v3 slate yet again. And time for the curveball. Sees no one. There we go with a potential peek, though. The dart is in order, and Nexi will hold on. But AGN exploding on, and this is a really good momentum for them to just take this match by these few rounds.
Yeah, this is probably going to be match point. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for an aggressive buy here, just to secure match point as early as now. Of course, for Rage, I don't think they're going to be wanting to play for tire. They're going to be wanting to force buy this round.
We'll see how this is gonna work out. And when you know you're in a bad spot, you gotta go for the force sometimes. But RampRAGE says, hey, maybe these shorties
says no. Yeah.
no, you can make these shorties work, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Sometimes
can
they do.
actually find it out. And as he said, sometimes it can work. And we'll find out as of yet.
Nice recon there.
Realist. It's in the middle here, Vim. And AG Nefarious deciding, hey, the best way to go through a point is a straight line. And deciding, hey, B side is the way to go. Fastest distance. Onto the point we go already. 5v4. Going for the utility to get the setup. Paranoid though into play. Nucci trying to hold inside the smoke. But he will get caught by Realist there.
I mean, this is exactly how you want to take B. As a 5-man, you gotta take care of Garage Link, C-Link, backside, and of course windows. So there's 4 entry points to the point of interest here.
It's an intersection that gets really busy if it's used, but right now it's Agi versus the world. I gotta say though, if anyone can do it, it has to be him. But he's just getting scouted. He's just gonna get overrun, and that is just respect there from AGN because everyone decides to chase after him there.
I mean, there's not much he can do with a frenzy at that point. You know, when 4 people, a firing squad, essentially comes at you. But look at that, 18 frags on the board. A far cry from the rest of his team.
Absolute MVP effort. This is really him trying to say, let's pull our weight together, guys, and let's try to make it happen. A Herculean trial. But unfortunately for Agi, the score is just not working out for him and his team. But he's really putting on a good show here, and he's saying that, hey guys, check me out. I am here to shine.
Of course, we can't ignore the impressive performance of AGN thus far. A stalwart effort from each of their agents. Speaking of Agi, taking out Realist, very good opening pick.
Yeah, beautiful pick off onto the sewers there, but Version decided to do the same thing, and he catches the flag out of Agi. Agi's gone 2 though, and Version right now into the smoke. Real Lost Boy is waiting it out, and we have seen the side of RampRAGE try to play those angles to a good degree, and they have done so far, but Nucci on the high ground gets caught out by Kevs instead. 1 versus 1 right now, Sova versus Killjoy. It's time for the peak, and it's time for the first part to not connect. One more shot should do it, and AGN will move on to the quarterfinals.
Felt like that was another quick match. That was their 3rd round for the day. And damn, what an impressive show by AGN as we take a look at this instant replay. The game-winning shot. All it takes is 1 bullet at that point.
Yeah, he tried to anticipate the wide spin, right? If he saw that crosshair placement, but unfortunately, it didn't connect. But hey, 1 more shot could do it, and that was that. Agi though with top frag, and I gotta say, stand out as a sun. That's a star shining really there for Team RampRAGE. They did put in some good efforts, and as we said, they did make sure that it was a tough fight for AGN. But in the end, the score does matter. 13-2 is not a good indicator of that game for sure, but AGN is the one who closed it out every single time.
We did see a clutch from Agi. We did see a clutch from the Omen, I believe, but it still wasn't enough. Valiant effort though. Again, I love seeing these new teams, these new faces joining, tournaments like KDR and making their presence felt in the community. And as I mentioned before, them facing more experienced teams such as AGN just basically improves their chemistry as a team.
Yeah, can't really go wrong with that. RampRAGE as a team, we see some really stars shining over there. And as a team itself, they do make some of the best work for it. So it's all about those kills, and it's all about those takes. But unfortunately, it seems like their only problem there is they don't have that backup plan, Vim. That they've been forced to go onto B side awkwardly so many times on their attacking side. And on the defense, they did put up a fight there, but they just get overrun by the speed of AGN. And I gotta say, AG Nefarious, this is a team that says that we are still hungry to make it to the top spot, and they are really gearing up for a group stage invite and more here in the main qualifiers.
Yeah, they've been a very consistent team throughout a lot of these local competitions, and much respect to them for putting up a good performance right there.
Gotta say that our games today have been pretty interesting. We've seen some new teams really be highlighted. We've seen some old guns put up some really good fights against one another. But I gotta say, guys, it's time for us to head over to break because we still got the quarterfinals to cover. We'll be right back. This is the KDR Tournament Series, the main qualifiers.